Hello again, Donny Trophy, and welcome to another video. And this one is actually going to be a bit of an interesting video. And this one is actually going to be about me talking about my work experience I've been doing recently. Now, for those who may be unaware, I uploaded a video last Saturday explaining to everyone about the upload change. Because of the fact I started a work experience on Monday and obviously finished on Thursday for this week. And my work experience has been quite interesting, so it has. So what I did, actually you might be thinking, what was the work experience? Now, the type of work I'm actually usually looking into is admin and IT. They're the ones I'm usually looking into. But for a couple of years, I've always had a bit of a third path. And it's usually any type of work that comes up that I find interesting. Pardon me. Now, this placement was actually doing some work as I think it's called a courier, something like that, in a casino, yeah. And the placement was actually going to be for 5 to 6 weeks, so it is. Doing, being trained up and stuff, and, doing all sorts that you do in, casinos, like with the chips and the card games and all sorts of stuff. Now, I have actually been in a casino a couple of times with family and stuff, and it's actually a really, really nice thing. We've been out for, family dinners and gatherings, all sorts of stuff during the evenings, and absolute food that we've had is absolutely amazing stuff, and we do a little bit of a gamble, and that's it and stuff. For me personally, I'm not really into gambling and stuff. I know a lot of people might be thinking, well, why did you do the placement and stuff, or whatever? Just interesting, you know what I mean? Whatever's out there, you know what I mean? I was told about it, asked me, do you want to go on it? Yeah, I'll try it out. And that was the thing. So, the first day, I obviously was there on Monday, and I quite enjoyed it. It was definitely something interesting and different from what I've done before. And the first day went very, very well. The staff members were friendly and all sort of stuff. And the other trainees that they had there were friendly to talk to and very helpful, which is quite nice. And I wanted to see how the rest of the week goes. Now, usually when I do a work experience, I usually like to see how the rest of the week goes, so I do. Because the fact there's no point doing the first day and then, quitting and then, that's it. So usually I like to see how the first week goes. So if it goes well, I'll continue on. But if it doesn't, I'll just inform the staff and just let him or her know that I do not want to continue on because it's just not for me, or I'm not interested in doing it anymore. And they're usually fine with that. So the first day went well with flying colours. Second day, we learnt a bit more about what was, about the handling and all that sort of stuff. And again, went very, very well, and I was quite enjoying it. But I was quite weary about it because the fact I wasn't sure whether or not I wanted that to be the type of work I wanted to do. Because the fact that casino jobs, I'm not saying they're bad or anything, I'm not saying that, but it's work that doesn't really interest me that much. And I was very wary about what, if I continued on and, it doesn't work out and all that sort of stuff. That doesn't mean I want to quit. That doesn't mean that. It's just that type of work isn't anything that I want to actually do. You know what I mean? But I wanted to see how the rest of the week would go. So, third day went well. The third day came, and the morning of it was pretty good. You know what I mean? I found it interesting. I found it okay. And then after lunchtime, still good and okay. And then after that, it started to become boring, and I just didn't enjoy it. And it slowly started to decline. And I thought, do I really, really want to do this work experience? And I just didn't enjoy it on that third day. I thought, because of the fact it's pretty much repetitive and it gets a bit boring. But casino jobs, I think working in a casino never is I don't think it's the type of work that I want to do. And it's just something that doesn't feel right to me. It just doesn't. And I was a bit wary about whether or not to continue or not. And I was talking to family and stuff, and they said the same thing. They said to me, Dominic, I really don't think it's the type of work that is set to you. And my mother said it to me, my stepfather said it to me, my sister and my uncle said the same thing. And I was sort of thinking the same way, and I thought, yeah, I totally agree with that. It's not something I want to do. But I said to him, I'll see how the rest of the week goes. I'll see how tomorrow goes. And then if I'm not enjoying it, I'll make my mind. If I am enjoying it, I'll make my mind. And we'll just see how it goes from there. And so the fourth day came, I got there, and I just wasn't ready for it. I thought, do you know what? I really don't want to be doing this. And that's how I felt. So the fourth day came, and I just didn't enjoy it. You know what I mean? At first, it was okay. It really, really was. But for the rest of the day, it became boring, and I was literally dreading it. I thought, I can't be bothered with this. I really, really cannot. But I'll stick towards the end of the day and see how it goes. And towards the end of the day, I just didn't enjoy it. I really, really just didn't enjoy it. I found it boring, and the information we were given just wouldn't stick into my head. And that usually happens when you're somewhere where you're not enjoying it, where information doesn't stick in your head. It just goes over you. It really, really does. And towards the end of the day, I was thinking, I don't want to do this anymore. So once everyone had left, I had a quick word with the staff member. And I said to her, excuse me, so-and-so. I know her name is obviously, I'm just saying that though. So I said to her, excuse me, so-and-so. Do you mind if I have a quick word with you, if that's okay? And she says, yeah, it's fine anyway. And she says, what's up? I says, I've had a bit of a thought today, and unfortunately, I don't want to continue with the placement. She said, okay. So I just said to her, the reason being is because of the fact the job's just not for me. It just isn't for me. But I do want to thank you for letting me try out the experience and see how it goes and stuff. And she said, okay, that's fine. And that was it and stuff. But she did say to me, says, come in next week to sign some paperwork just to let us basically to inform us that you are off the course. And I said, yeah, it's fine. It went happy as Larry and stuff, which I quite like, you know what I mean? And I love placements like that because the fact that they don't force you to go on it, even if it's not the work you want to do, or if you're not interested in continuing on. And I love that, I really, really do. Now, obviously, people, you might think, well, why do you quit and stuff? As I just said, it's not, the type of work just doesn't interest me, and that's the thing about it. It doesn't mean I don't want to work. I definitely want to get back into work, you know what I mean? It's just that the casino jobs just isn't for me, you know what I mean? It might be right for some people, but it might not be right for some others, you know what I mean? So, luckily, during the beginning of this week, on Monday, I was actually informed about another job coming with an opening day next week, and they just informed me about some admin work coming up. And before obviously I did the placement, I always keep my eyes open and for other jobs and stuff. It's not just, oh well, this is there and that's it, and screw everything else. I never do that, you know what I mean? Because the fact it's pointless. You got to look for any work that you want to do that interests you, but also, you know what I mean, that you want to do, and I love that. So, I kept my eyes open for that job to see how the casino placement went, and obviously I've actually got that next week, which is a really, really good thing. Looking forward to that and stuff. But it was definitely something new for me, you know what I mean, to do, because the fact that I'd never been in that situation. Like, as I just said earlier, I have been in a casino a couple of times with family. It's interesting. It really, really is. I think first time I went again last year, I was very nervous because the fact that I don't look over 18 with my, my parents, I don't look 18. I really, really don't. I just get asked for ID a lot of times and stuff. Not all the time, but obviously in those sort of places I do. And I got nervous, so I did. But then it was fine after that. And yeah, and that's just how it went and stuff. But that doesn't mean I'm going to give up looking for work. Like, I never, ever give up for work. Like, I do look every day. Even at flipping weekends, you know what I mean? Even though I make these videos, I still apply and look for jobs online and stuff. That's just what you got to do. And overall, I will be glad to get back in. I really, really will, into employment and stuff. Because it is quite difficult out there. It really, really is. And again, I'm not using that as an excuse. It is quite difficult to get back out there. Like, I have done a bit of, you know, actual paid work and stuff. I did a couple of days with one job last year back in September, which just wasn't for me and stuff. The thing I just didn't like was that the jobs was too far out, but sometimes they would want me there at very, very late times, or even very early times where I would struggle to get transport. And I just didn't like that, you know what I mean? And I just had to tell them I cannot get there because of the fact that it's too early to get transport, and I'm very worried about getting back as well. And that's just what I was a bit sceptical on. And then before that, I did a few months at an admin job back in 2016. Loved it and stuff. And it was the first ever paid job I'd ever been in, and it was amazing. It really, really was, to get that wage and look at your bank account like, I've earned that money. I have earned that money. You know what I mean? It's a nice thing. It really, really is. And then before that, I was at an apprenticeship for a couple of weeks, which was okay. It was an okay apprenticeship and stuff. Some of it was okay. I did get a bit of annoyance with people and stuff, but also wasn't given a lot of work. Sorry, my voice is going. So I'm flipping at 12 minutes. Goes quick, doesn't it? Which was okay and stuff, but obviously they took me off because of the fact the company went out of business, so yay for me. So it was. But yeah, but you know, even though I do, you know, I've gone through bad experiences and stuff, it doesn't stop me looking for work, you know what I mean? And a lot of people are going for the same thing. Like, I have spoken to a few people, a few good friends of mine who are going through the same thing, and it's difficult. It really, really is. But as I always say, you will eventually hit that stop and you will find that job, you know what I mean, that you will get. Because in the meantime, I've been, like, using the metaphor of being on a train. So I have the unemployment train, as I call it, where you're basically on this train. Basically, the way the picture goes is, obviously with me being unemployed, I'm on this train as well as other people, and basically the train is constantly going. It's constantly riding until you get off that stop and you got a job, and that's just the picture. You know, that makes me think that it really, really does. But you know, someday, hopefully, whenever I will be back into unemployment. I will be back in employment and working and doing all that sort of stuff and stuff. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people don't like work and stuff, but it's a nice feeling. You know what I mean? Doing stuff and, you know, getting out there and all that sort of stuff. It's a nice feeling stuff. I know not everyone likes work, but you know, you got to do it and stuff, and you know, earn money and, you know, live on your own and get everything and stuff. That's just how the way the world works. But I think for any of you who are in unemployment, you know what I mean, that stop will eventually come. I think as long as you get yourself out there, you know, gaining experiences and, you know, doing new things, it will help you so much. It really, really will. And I'm not just saying this to the current generation of the unemployed. I'm also, you know, giving the message out to the future employees, you know, children, teenagers, young adults. Your opportunity will be out there somewhere, and you will be so flipping glad once you get there. You know what I mean? As I just said earlier, that stop will finally stop for you. You'll finally reach that stop. You'll be happy. You'll be, excited to, start Monday, work and all that sort of stuff. It will eventually come, and you will be absolutely excited to see that wage in your flipping bank account. You know what I mean? Saying, I have earned this money through working and, hours and all that sort of stuff. You'll be really, really happy, and you will be, you'll feel good. You'll feel good. You'll have that smile on your face and, all that sort of stuff. Treating family, all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? You will love it, and you'll feel proud and, just great and all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I didn't mean to get that patriotic about work and stuff, but, you know what I mean? That's just how it goes and stuff. So I just want to say, thank you very much for watching. I know this video was a little bit different, but I wanted to talk about this, you know what I mean? And I want to definitely make a video about my experience about unemployment and, what I've done ever since, in between, when I've not worked and all that sort of stuff, and what I've been doing to keep myself busy and all that sort of stuff. So that's definitely one video I want to definitely make, very, very soon and stuff. So I just want to say, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great weekend. I'm glad to be making videos again. It's a nice feeling stuff. Obviously, I made one on Thursday with the football fanboy because obviously England lost. But they are playing, today in their third place playoffs, that's it, against Belgium, so that's good. And obviously I made a video yesterday of the Alex Francis sketch, which was quite funny. I'll be making another video later, because of that England's playing, obviously, today. And obviously seeing the football fanboys' thoughts about that. That's what I meant to say, the thoughts about that. And also, something else is that tomorrow, Sunday, we are going to be getting a Doctor Who trailer for this year's series, which is absolutely amazing, and I'm bloody ecstatic about it. I cannot wait. So, because of that, I'll be doing a thoughts, opinions video about the Series 11 trailer tomorrow. And I know a lot of you, fans of my channel and stuff will be like, yes, finally! Yeah! Yeah, celebrating like it's football, yay! Because I know a lot of people have been asking me, where's the videos? We want those Doctor Who videos. We want them. Where are they? Where are they? When are you bringing those Doctor Who videos back? So yeah, I'll be doing one tomorrow, and you'll be really, really excited to see that. And I'm looking forward to the trailer. I really, really am. I know there was a leak, wasn't there, about like a sneak peek leak, wasn't there, a couple of weeks ago. I've actually not seen that, but I have heard about that and stuff, about the whole news and stuff, and that the BBC had to go to court in America to try and find this person. But yeah, but apart from that, looking forward to seeing the Doctor Who trailer tomorrow. Can't wait, and I look forward to making a thoughts and opinions video about that. So I just want to say, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself, whatever you're all up to, and also look forward to my video on Tuesday as well. Just want to say, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all later. Bye.